Hello, doctors. Let's talk about something that feels like a daily battle for many of you, the prior authorization process. We all know how complex and time-consuming it can be. It's like navigating a maze of paperwork and approvals, and if even one document is missing or incorrect, it could throw a wrench in your plans, leading to frustrating delays or outright rejections. But here's the good news: having the right documents prepared from the start can make a world of difference. Let's break this down. At the core of every prior authorization request is the basic patient information. We're talking about things like their full name, spelled exactly right, because even a small typo can trigger a rejection. Add in their date of birth, their member ID, and all the details about their insurance plan. Double-check everything. I mean it, a single missed digit or misplaced prefix can derail the entire process. Then, before you even begin the authorization request, make sure to verify the patient's insurance coverage. Confirm their eligibility, check for inclusions and exclusions in the plan, and review any active coverage dates. Most of this can be done through the payer's insurance portal, though I know some of those portals can be, let's say, less than user-friendly. Next, let's talk about coding, specifically diagnosis codes and procedure codes. These are non-negotiables. The diagnosis code, like an ICD code, helps the payer understand why the patient needs this test, medication, or treatment. Then, the procedure codes, or CPT codes, tell them exactly what service is being requested. Now, accuracy here is critical. Guessing or using generic placeholders? Don't even think about it. Use the patient's medical records or progress notes to find the exact codes needed. It saves time, and honestly, it's one of the easiest ways to avoid those dreaded denials. But even the right codes won't get you very far without supporting documentation. This is where medical necessity comes into play. Progress notes, lab results, imaging reports, these are your allies in making a strong case. For example, let's say you're requesting authorization for a growth hormone stimulation test. You'd need to include progress notes mentioning a diagnosis like short stature, attach lab results, and maybe even a bone age X-ray. These details show that this test isn't just necessary, it's backed by solid evidence. Oh, and don't forget the physician and facility information. Payers need to know who's providing the service and where it's happening. This means including the attending physician's name, their NPI, and the facility's details, all of which must match what's listed in the payer's system. It's a small but crucial step. Finally, there's the authorization request form itself. Each insurance company has its own version of this form, so make sure you're filling out the right one. Include things like start and end dates for the requested service, urgency levels, and any specifics about the duration or quantity of the treatment. And here's a quick tip: before you submit, review the form. Missing fields are a surefire way to get delayed. Now, depending on the payer, you might need to go a step further and upload supporting attachments, like imaging reports or treatment failure notes. For instance, if previous treatments didn't work, having a note that confirms that can strengthen your case. It's all about being thorough up front so you don't have to go back and forth later. So, what's the takeaway here? A successful prior authorization request isn't just about filling out a form. It's about being comprehensive, accurate, and organized. The right patient details, the correct codes, and strong supporting documents are your best tools for avoiding denials and keeping your practice running smoothly. If this all feels overwhelming, you're not alone. Many providers are turning to outsourcing solutions like Staffingly to handle this time-intensive process. They specialize in streamlining prior authorizations, so you and your staff can focus on what really matters, your patients. And if you're thinking, that sounds like a lifesaver, you're absolutely right. Whether it's reducing errors or cutting down follow-ups, outsourcing can transform the way you manage prior authorizations. Thanks for tuning in, doctors. Remember, it's all about being prepared and staying one step ahead of the paperwork. If this video was helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your colleagues. Together, we can make this process a little less painful. See you next time.
If you are looking for outsourcing services, schedule a demo today by visiting www.staffingly.com or emailing us at support@staffingly.com or call us on the number 1-800-489-5877.